Believe it or not, Sonic the Hedgehog is one of my favorite game series of all time. I know it's hard to believe seeing as I rip into games all the time, but for me there's a lot of nostalgia for the little blue rodent, and since June is the start of the summer dry spell of game releases, and the anniversary of Sonic's first game, I thought what better time to talk about the series that got me started into the world of video games. So welcome to Sonic Month. Hard to believe this game is going on 26 years old, isn't it? Trying to recall what it was like when this now classic game was released is quite the feat, seeing as the tale of the little hedgehog that for a few short years overthrew a plumber has been retold so many times that it's almost mythical. Well, and I was only 2 years old at the time, so there's that, which makes this a game I have no memory of not playing. Along with Sonic 2, this is a game that has just always been in my life, and I can't remember a time without either of them. Sonic 2, as I've stated in the past, is the first game I have memories of playing, and I've been told that Sonic 1 was one of, if not the first game I ever played as a child, so in a way I sort of grew up with Sonic. But what can you say about Sonic 1 that hasn't been said by literally everyone ever? Well, not much. All I can really bring to the table is my own nostalgic view of the game and how I feel it's aged over the years. To begin with, I remember this game as having a sort of mythical vibe to it. Like each time I ran through its now iconic world was like exploring an ancient mystery or finding your way into one of the forbidden, out-of-bounds areas of a playground or a McDonald's play place. The levels were large and, for better or worse, didn't really have much logic to them, meaning that finding a new area that was just out of reach suddenly created this huge challenge that needed circumventing. What are these words that read cope, up, on, or CPU? Is the game trying to hint at some grand secret? If I make this difficult jump, will there be something there? Or if I let Sonic slide into oblivion long enough, will I find a bonus level? These are the thoughts that raced through my head as I played this game as a kid. Possibly because of the original trilogy, this was the game that I played the least. I guess even at a young age, I could tell that the Sonic games just kept getting better and better, at least for a while. The controls are a little on the stiff side, Sonic doesn't move quite as fluidly as he should, and gaining that much marketed speed that the series would become known for is quite the feat, even to the point where at top speed you sort of feel as if you're running through mud. This isn't that big of a deal, seeing as the game is actually more about tight platforming than speediness, which actually makes the stiffness of the controls work in the game's favor. Well, for the most part. And levels are designed to complement the style of gameplay. For example, have you ever noticed how the now legendary Green Hill Zone feels so much more open and free than the rest of the game? Well, I can't be sure, but I get the feeling that this was done so that the marketing team would have some speedy gameplay to show off in the trailers, which, as you can imagine, is exactly what they did. With a few exceptions, Green Hill Zone is the only level you'll see in early Sonic the Hedgehog commercials, or at least the only ones you'll see him in long stretches of speedy freedom. Hell, the very next level, Marble Zone, pretty much sets the pace of the remainder of the game. Like the developers were like, alright, that speedy marketing crap's over, let's get to the real game. And as much as I like Sonic's speedy bits, to me the series has always been about tight platforming, exploration, and zoning out to the beautiful scenery and fantastic music. To me at least, the speed was always secondary, just a nice reward earned through mastery of the level. But flaws and all, Sonic 1 is still a gaming classic and one of the most influential games ever made. It may not hold up as well as other games in the series, but it's still a fantastic title and one that I'll be revisiting time and time again.